as a parent with young kids, I've been thinking about rest a lot because sleep is more conceptual than reality at the moment. And I think there's a spectrum of rest from fully passive to sort of active, and I think they're all beneficial. And sort of the ultimate is sleep, right? So full physical and neurological recovery if you get enough of this. But if we don't get enough of that, we can get some done with naps, which is kind of like a micro dose of the sleep architecture, and we can get pretty good benefits from even 10 to 20 minutes of a nap. But then below that, we have stuff like non-sleep deep rest, which is like body scan meditation or yoga nidra, if you're into that sort of thing. You're conscious, but you're like deeply resting to help the nervous system down-regulate. And the lines are kind of blurry between that and what I call down-regulating breath work, like gentle stuff, like coherent breathing, extended exhales, physiological sighs. You often can combine these with visualizations, which together help you manually sort of shift the nervous system towards a parasympathetic dominance. And then you have meditation and mindfulness, which I kind of see as, you coming to the present moment and exercising non-judgment of your thoughts, which is a form of rest. And then we have sensory deprivation. So you can get in a float tank, you can sit in silence or have less stimulus there, you can sit in darkness. And when you remove input, it's kind of like an assisted mindfulness. And then we have body-based therapies where, massage, acupuncture, getting in the sauna, red light therapy, where you're sort of like outsourcing the recovery to an external intervention. And then we have interesting stuff like social rest. I think it's important that we spend time away from people where we feel like we need to perform. And even if we love the work that we do, we tend to have to put on sort of like a work face and a work voice. And so social rest feels to me like hanging out with people with whom you don't need to perform. And then there's creative rest, where like something shifts in our minds and we feel a certain way when we get to view things that inspire us and that we find beautiful. And when we do that, we tend to feel rested as well. And then I think for this list, we also have intense breath work to achieve altered states. So conscious connected breathing, holotropic breath work, Wim Hof style breath work. And these can be like 20 minutes long up to like 3-hour sessions if you're a weirdo like me. But it's not exactly rest, but it does create a bit of a reset, doesn't it? It's kind of like defragging the hard drive. And I think it's important that we realize when sleep isn't optimal, we still have options to enhance the rest that we get. It can't really replace sleep, but it can help patch some of the gaps. Hope this helps.